Welcome back to my channel. I ordered some new makeup stuff off of the Ulta app, so I figured that I would make a video on kind of like what I usually do with my makeup. I bought some new stuff too, so it's going to be me trying out some of my new stuff as well. And then just kind of talking about how like some of this new stuff is going to replace some of my old stuff and what I used to do. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun, kind of a chill video. I thought I'd tell you kind of like a little bit about like the Ulta app. Like, they're obviously not sponsoring me or anything, but I absolutely love it because they have like a sale portion on the Ulta app, and that's like majority of what I shop off of. Just because I'll tell you like the stuff that I got, and because you can use the coupons on the sale items. So I think I got like $15 off my order. So I'll tell you kind of like what I got from the new stuff and how much I paid for it. So the first one was actually this mirror, which, yes, I know my desk is an absolute mess, so it's unfortunate. But this mirror is really cool because it lights up. Oh, that is so bright. I didn't know that it had 3 different light up settings when I first bought it, but I literally bought this mirror for $16.04. And I was needing a new mirror because I got married in the end of August, and it was in this very room that I got ready, but I cannot find my hand mirror at all. But I was pretty glad because that kind of gave me an excuse to get an upgrade with lights and everything, so I was pretty excited about that. And then the other thing that I got was this. It's an LA Girl Shimmer body spray, which you actually have to shake it before you put it on, and now look at it. Look at that swirly, sparkly color. So this is a finishing spray, so I'll put that on at the very end of all my makeup once I'm done with it all. But I only paid $5.13 for that. And then I got this cute little sponge with a little stand that is quite adorable. What I do, I'm probably not going to use the stand at all. I'll probably just end up throwing it into my case with my rest of like my sponges and my brushes, because what I do, oh goodness, I have one of those, and all my makeup's in that. And then I have, because I used to do Ipsy, and honestly, Ipsy is really good for when you're first starting out and you're not quite sure, you know, what you want to do. You want to experiment a lot, and they give you all these cute little bags, and then I just organize all my makeup into the little Ipsy bags. Now I don't do it anymore just because I'm kind of a little bit more, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm a little bit more familiar with makeup, so now I just buy what I like, and then every now and then I get something new. But yeah, so I don't really have, you know, some girls have all these cute layouts where they've got stuff put everywhere, but honestly, I have 3 cats and a puppy, and this is the perfect chew toy and play toy for them, so I have to protect it and hide it and put it into a case and not have it on its cute little stand, unfortunately. But I only paid $3.20 for this, which is a steal when it comes to those, especially, like I said, when you have animals who will literally fucking eat them all the time. It makes me sad. And then the other thing, which is a new thing that I'm super excited to try, is one of these. And I'll show you the actual packaging that it comes in. But it is a Soap and Glory Glow With It 10% Vitamin C Serum. So you can see it here, which you can probably hear one of my cats right now. That's Piper. Piper is so meowy. Like, she's one of the meowiest cats I've ever had. But this is really cool because I have really dry skin. Like, in fact, here, I'll show you. I don't know if you probably won't be able to see it. No, you probably can't see it. But my hands actually get so dry that, like, I've tried lotions. I tried doing lotions constantly, and it still doesn't work. They used to get, like, super cracked and everything. And then my mom recommended I get this. And this works amazing on, like, my skin at least. Like, I still have a little bit of, like, a blister on my thumb from how dry my skin was. Because it was literally, like, cracking so deep. But that works wonders on my skin. And my face, no different. Like, I get super dry when I put makeup on my face. So what I used to have to do is I used to put, and I still have them all, obviously. I used to put, like, lotion on my face before doing my makeup. But this vitamin C serum is supposed to, like, really hydrate your skin. So I'm really hoping I can do that instead of doing all the, like, creams that I used to have to put on. And I only got that for $10.27. I think my most surprising purchase that I got from Ulta, though, was this palette. Look how giant this palette is. Like, I was not expecting it to be this big because it's only $10.27 for the palette as well. But, like, it's huge. And the colors I thought were gorgeous. I'm going to be putting on some of these colors today just because I like experimenting with my new stuff. But I was not expecting it to be that big at all when I ordered it. Because as you know, like, makeup palettes can be quite expensive. And it's really hard to find ones that aren't, like, shades of brown or, like, kind of blue and purple, you know. I'm glad this one had some, like, greens. It obviously has some blues too, but it has greens. It has shimmery, sparkly pinks. Like, I don't know. I was super happy. I always love finding ones that have different colors. And then I was running out of my face wash, so I figured I'd try a new one because I've heard really good things. This is the same brand as the serum, but I've heard really good things about this brand. So I'm going to try this for my facial wash. And we'll see how well that goes. I might use it later tonight. I don't know, but if it's super amazing, I might do a video just on it. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I do anymore, you know? And then the last new thing that I got was this, which pretty good sized. Always need new mascaras. Mascaras and eyeliner are like the two that you can't ever have enough of. Oh, and I got this for $7.71, which this is 11.8 fluid ounces, so that's pretty good for how big it is. And then this was $8.42. So I got a couple dollars off of each one, which was pretty great, and they were on sale, and I don't know, I really like the Ulta app. But I'm going to go ahead and walk through what I usually do. So because I'm blind as a bat and I forget shit all the time, what I usually have to do with my makeup is I get it all out first and I, like, line it up and I'm like, okay, I have to use this one first and then I go to the next one. So give me a second. I'm going to line up all the shit that I'm going to use. Or at least I'm going to get it kind of out. You know what? We might just go crazy. I finally found, this is the one that I have, like, all of my brushes. I've got even more in here, but this is the one that I have all of my brushes in, and this one will join them once I'm finished using it today. But I finally found it. It was gone too. It was another thing that I could not find from the wedding, and we looked everywhere. Like, I looked all over my space in this room, and then my husband's space is on the other side, and I was like, hey, do you mind, like, looking around your space, making sure it's not over there? And he told me, oh yeah, I did, and it's not over here. And of course, today I went in here and I was like, I'm just gonna double check. It was there. It was right next to his computer. So didn't look very hard, apparently. But I was super excited to find those because unlike the mirror, it's not as simple to replace your brushes, because I have a lot of brushes and that would have been a lot of time and work to replace all of them. So I think what we're going to start with is we're going to start with the Soap and Glory Glow With It 10% Vitamin C Serum, and that's just a kind of massage into your face. I will try to kind of peek closer to you guys. I think this is the best camera that we're going to get, but the light on this is actually doing pretty good. Okay, and I have not used this before, so we'll see how it ends up going. It is like a dropper, and I don't know how much, actually I should probably look how much you're supposed to use. I guess you're supposed to follow, like, for the best effects with their, like, gel cream as well, but I obviously didn't have this to read that, so I didn't buy their gel cream, and I probably won't be buying their gel. Oh shit. their gel cream. Okay, and then apparently you just rub this in, which I already have it on my eyelashes, which isn't great because we don't want that getting in my eyeballs. It doesn't smell bad. It definitely doesn't smell like, you know, anything to write home about. Like, oh my god, this was so amazing. I'm glad that the dropper doesn't just, because you know how some of them are just like a stopper and it comes off really easy. That one actually screws on and off, which is very nice. But it feels very refreshing on the skin. You're supposed to just massage it in thoroughly. This would be the point where I'd be doing all of my lotions. Like, usually I use 2. Usually I use, like, just a facial lotion. And then I actually have a little tiny bit, which I'm almost running out of it, of an aging cream lotion. Just because I'm getting old, you know. Getting old. You gotta do things when you get older that you didn't have to do when you were younger. So, but I'm going to try to just do this instead. I've heard really great things about vitamin C serums, like, for your faces and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited to see how well this works. But it looks like that's all in there. And then, this is the only thing that sucks about having it all in bags, is I never remember which bag has what in it. Because I usually like, this has all my lip stuff in it, and, you know, it's usually just stuff like that. It's easy when it's this, because this I just put all my palettes in and anything that doesn't fit. This one, super cute. I usually put my new stuff in it. That way I know, like, oh, I want to really try this. And recently, my new stuff that's in there is this, which is Cookie. It's like supposed to be like a really peachy highlighter. It's okay. I told the lady I wanted like a really pink one, but it's okay. It's not super terrible. It's not super great. And then I also got this, which you can use as just like a normal highlighter, or since it's like liquid, you can mix it with other highlighters to kind of like mix the two together. And then I got this, which has a really small... I tend to like the bigger ones better, but I've been testing out this one, and we'll see how well it goes. I might use my newer one today, though. They're still pretty new. I think I got these... I ordered the Ulta offline the same week that I bought these from the Ulta store, which all 3 of these ended up being just about the same amount as the other 7 items I had, so that's another reason why I like going on their website instead of in store. But, I don't know, I told the lady that I wanted a really, really pink highlighter because, like, all my other highlighters seem to be more, like, yellows and stuff like that, or gold, you know, the general highlighters that just add sparkle to. And these were the ones that she recommended. They're okay. They're not as pink as I would have liked. So we're gonna put those in there. I might use them today, though, just on my face. Ah, yes. This is the anti-aging stuff that I was talking about. Nope, it's too small. It doesn't want to do it. But it's basically just Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. Youth to the People is the brand, and I'm almost out of it. I think I got it as a sample size, though, so that kind of makes sense that I'd almost be out of it since I use it whenever I do my makeup, which isn't very often. Okay, here's the pouch that I was looking for. So, the next thing that we do is I use this stuff, which is just a matte and poreless foundation. Super funny about this, it's Fit Me is the brand. I had been watching a makeup tutorial, which I'll put this on while I talk about this because that'll probably make it go by faster. I've been watching a makeup tutorial about this and about how if you put a lighter color than the normal stuff that you wear underneath your eyeballs, it makes your eyes just like kind of pop and you look, you know, you don't look as tired and you look pretty good and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just get the same brand that I get because I like the brand that I get. And then what I'll do is I'll just get the lightest shade because as you can probably fucking tell, even with the lights, I'm white as fuck. I did a Ancestry.com or whatever. It was like a it was one of those things where you send in your DNA and they tell you what you are. And basically I could have gotten a just plain copier piece of paper back and I would have understood, like, oh yes, that makes sense. So I'm like a ghost. Anyway, so I order the second one, and it's the lightest shade is my shade. I literally cannot go lighter to do that with my eyeballs. So I'm like, should I just get like one of the white like things that because you can get like white stuff that's supposed to like color correct and stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe I should just get one of those, and just use one of those underneath my eyeballs. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should be getting in wintertime when I'm even whiter than in summertime. Because in summer, I sometimes get sun. And this is just what I do. I like to tell myself that I dab it all the time. Like, because you're supposed to just all over the place. But sometimes, if I'm feeling lazy, I will do brush strokes. And honestly, I don't see much of a difference between me spending all that fucking time dabbing it and doing brush strokes. I know there's probably a difference, and it's probably better for me to dab it, but I just, every once in a while, you don't want to spend the time. And that's okay too. You know what? It's okay to be like, I want to do a little bit of makeup, but I don't really want to do a ton of work for it. And that's okay. So now we have foundation, which is for your base, for your entire face. Going back to the eye thing, I do have this, which I have two purposes. One is for when I do my eyeballs, I sometimes use it to just correct, and it's super easy for that. I need to buy another one because the tip is obviously super low. But then I also do put it underneath my eyeballs because I convince myself that it's the same thing as doing the one thing, even though it's the same shade, because it's the, lightest that you can go is my skin tone. But I just kind of do it sometimes just to fake myself out and be like, yes, that trick is working. But yes, it's a wonderful trick that you can use. Just go like a shade or two lighter than your normal shade and just do it under the eyes. And that's it. And it'll just brighten it up. You'll look more awake. You won't look like you have dark circles or anything. And even if you don't do, like, even if I left it at this as being my face, it would look nice. If I just did that. Okay. Now, the next thing I do is I don't know why I'm putting my brush in there, a powder. Oop, other way. It says, fuck you, and focusing. This is just CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. So I take my biggest, bushiest brush, and I just whoop. All over my face. Not quite sure what that does, but I saw a girl do it in a makeup tutorial once, and now I just do it every time as well. I think... Oh, fuck. I think it's supposed to even everything out, but isn't that what your foundation's supposed to do? Not quite sure. But I do it every time. And if I don't do it, I feel like I've done something wrong. So they successfully convinced me that that is what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything, because I do. I forget things all the time. But I think what we'll do next is eyeballs. And by the way, being blind as a bat makes it really hard to do your makeup. Like, super hard. If I was to try, like, not have this hand mirror and I was to try to, like, do it over my sink, you have to, like, lean all the way forward. You have to get, like, all the way up next to your thing. It's very hard. So all you people who have perfect eyeballs should count yourself very lucky. Okay. There's, like, a plastic piece on over it, and I was worried. So I was worried this entire time that I was gonna, like, accidentally brush the plastic piece. Oh! As I drop it. Accidentally brush the plastic piece off, but now can't get it off. Ow! It stung me. Now I can't get it off just normally. Okay, oh, there it goes. Wait! The names of them is not on the actual palette. It's only on this piece. So after I take that off, I mean, I guess you're supposed to put it back on, but like you're not going to know what the color... I guess I'll be keeping that to put it back on. All right. The way that I do my eye makeup is definitely not an exact science, and in fact, I would say I'm pretty lazy at it. I need to find the appropriate brush that I want to use. And I have no knowledge of what brushes you're supposed to use and what brushes you're not supposed to use. I just know that I have a few brushes that I prefer using on my face. And that sometimes, you know, it doesn't work out, and sometimes it does, and we're not going to worry about it. What do I want? I kind of want to go with a green. I'm going to do this first, and then I just... Oh! Sheep pigmented. Rest assured, if none of this shows up on camera and you're just like, wow, we just looked at your white face this entire time, we don't know how it looks, I'll take a photo at the end. I know my camera's not the best. I will get a better one eventually. But I'll take a photo at the end and do it. Anyway, so I pretty much just like wipe it all over right there. Yup, yup, yup. It's looking okay. And we do the other side. I used to agonize about my eye makeup because I was like, oh no, like I fucked up. And then I'd get the wipes out and then I'd be like, I gotta wipe everything off. But now it's like, I saw this tutorial where they, even if they messed up, they didn't give a fuck. They just used cover up to then put over it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's revolutionary. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's pretty green now. And then I kind of want to do like a shimmery over it, I think. There's another green shimmery, so we're going to do that. And hopefully it just amps up that green and also just makes it... Oh, yes. That is nice. And look at that. For my main, like, coat, I like to follow where my, like, eyeball is. So, like, you'll see it. There's, like, a little bit of a crease, like, and my eyes are, like, hooded a little bit. But I still like to, like, pull it down and follow that eye. Just because I feel like it makes it look a little bit better when you have just one color on there. And then I'm going to do something else with up here. Not too much. There's a pink sparkly that I'm going to do. Right there, so I'm hoping it's light. I'm gonna test it on my... Yeah, it's very light. It's more of a sparkle, so pretty excited for that. And I'm just gonna take it from there and just kind of put it on top. And with that, I don't know how well you can see it, but with that, I know you probably can't see it very well. I will take photos, don't worry. But I like to just follow the line. Oop, this is hard to do in the thing. But just follow the line of your face kind of up and around and just follow that curve up here, because you don't really want to make it into like a block with your second color. And even though this is just like a very like, it's very sparkly, so you can definitely see it, but you want to follow your eyeball just to kind of make that eyeball-y shape. Okay. Oh, gotta put my little thing over it. Okay. And then the three colors I guess I used were $, Shuffle, and Viral. So I'm doing the $, Shuffle, Viral thing. And this will go into this big case. That's where all of my palettes go, or my highlighters that are too bulky to put into the little ones. Or apparently just anything that I want to put in here. I need to go through that and clean it out, it looks like. Okay. So, eyeliner. I have a ton of different kinds of eyeshadows, eyeliners. I mean, I got a shit ton, but I will tell you my least favorite ones are, I might have another one of these in there, but I bought these. I think I actually have another one in there, but they are Wonder Swipes. They're from Rimmel London is the brand. They're supposed to be a eyeliner and an eyeshadow. The thing looks like this, so it's nice and pointy for eyeliner. The thing is it doesn't go on very well. And then if you want to use it as an eyeshadow, good luck. You're gonna spend forever fucking doing it. I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong and there's somebody who really likes them, but they're not easy to use. I have no recollection of this eyeliner at all, which is a little weird. Because it's like one of these eyeliners. Which, nothing against these eyeliners. I used to use them all the time, but now I just use the liquid eyeliner. So I don't know where that one came from. Ooh, I have a green liner. Maybe I should use that to go with my green. Nah, you know what? We'll just do black. It'll probably be too much to do a green liner. You probably won't see it. If I can just find one of my black eyeliners. There's one of them. So I like using these. They're liquid. They're easy. This one is a Betty Boop Drawn to You eyeliner. So I know there's a lot of technique that goes into doing your eyeliner and stuff like that. I'll tell you mine. It's not very good. Just as a heads up. So I'm just going to draw it. I kind of pull my eyeball a little over. That way I can flatten it out. And then I'm just going to draw it on straight across. To the end. And then what I do is I go back in and I fill in the part where it meets my like eyelashes. Sometimes I do keep my eyeball partially open for this part and then I poke myself a lot. But you want to make sure that when you're doing your eyeliner, there's no spots left. So you want to not be able to see like the skin through your eyelashes, just because that looks really fucking weird. And then sometimes when I'm feeling ambitious, I do a little bit of a cat eye. Sometimes when I'm just feeling kind of lazy and I just want to do this, I just do this. I've been seeing people doing the like inner corner cat eye and I think that looks amazing. So I'm going to attempt to do a cat eye and the inner corner cat eye today. We'll see if I can do it. But basically you just go straight up kind of to your eyebrow, like you draw an imaginary line. Okay. And then you just connect said line to your eyeliner and then you fill all that in. This one is kind of fucking up on me though. I'm wondering if this one is maybe down for the count, so I'm going to try to find another eyeliner. Okay, here's another one of my liquid eyeliners. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is it gonna get all the beauty gurus on YouTube being like, wow, watch out for that girl? Fucking no. But it works. And it's just fine to be like that. And then I just recently started doing the inner eye ones. Because I think those ones look super fucking cool. Shit. But like, I don't know if maybe I just, oh god, that looks interesting on camera. I don't know if maybe my eyeballs are just super close to my nose, but it always looks like they're able to get like this point without even touching their nose. And I don't know how they do that. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to do it to the other eyeball as well. Okay, this side went pretty well as well. It is a little wonky, but that's okay, because what you can do, like this side is a little bit thicker than this side, is I'm just going to go back in with this and some of my, oh no, I put it away. I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to just use it to kind of clean up the lines a little bit on each side. I got some green on this side, down a little bit further. Just going to take this little edge here and just, and then when you fuck up and you accidentally take away, yes, that's the right eye, too much, then you just go back in and you add some more. And it's like this cycle that sometimes feels like it's never going to end, but then it blissfully does when you do it right. And we're going to say good enough. Okay. On to brows. I bought this brow pencil with it's got the pencil on one end and it's got the little like brow fluffer on the other end. I don't fucking know what they do, but I do it anyways. I see no difference when I do my brows with this versus when I don't do my brows. And it might be because I keep my eyebrows pretty bushy. I just don't like plucking my eyebrows, so I just keep them how they are, which when I was younger, that was definitely not in style. The paper thin eyebrows were what was in style. It always drove my sister crazy because every time she'd see me, she'd be like, "You have caterpillar eyebrows," and she'd always want to pluck them, and every once in a while I'd let her, but it hurts, okay? Spoilers, it fucking hurts to pluck your eyebrows. And she used to always tell me that, oh, you'll just get used to it and it won't hurt anymore. And I'm like, no, like, I don't want to get used to that. She is much better at makeup and pretty much everything than I am. So yeah, I pretty much just draw on my eyebrows for a little bit, and then I use this side. No idea what it does, but we just and just comb through them. Now I know you might be wondering, which I completely forgot to mention this. Contouring. I don't do any contouring. What? There's no contouring in my day-to-day makeup routine. I understand what contouring is. Don't get me wrong. It's, you know, you use darker to take away, you use lighter to bring forward. I just don't understand how they do it. Like, how do you put dark brown on your face and it doesn't end up looking like you have dirt on your fucking face? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm here for these eyeballs though. Look how good my eyeballs look. So I don't do contouring at all. Might be a little bit blasphemous, but I don't. Anyway, oh, now we got to do the mascara. I almost completely forgot. Basically, you just widen your eyeballs as much as possible, and then you go. And don't forget to do your bottom ones, because it definitely does make them look like more full. I also don't use fake eyelashes. I've been thinking about maybe doing fake eyelashes, but I was told a very long time ago that if you use fake eyelashes, it makes your real eyelashes fall out, and that kind of makes me nervous. And also, I don't mind my eyelashes. I think I've got pretty good eyelashes. Shit. You might be asking, what do you do when you get mascara and you just kind of like fuck up and put it all the way up there and above there? You just kind of rub that shit out with your fingers. You just get in there. Fuck. There. Perfect. Can't even tell. Anyway, you probably can't even tell that my eyelashes are done because of my shitty camera, but I assure you they are. Eyelashes done. That means eye makeup done. I know a lot of people say to do your eye makeup first before you even do your foundation. So instead of doing like the whole foundation, the routine that I did, they do this first and now they'd be doing foundation. But honestly, I And I'm going to put this on my new one. I have to go in steps. And I'm one of these people who, for the most part, I'm pretty flexible. But there are some things that I'm like, as soon as I learn how to do it that way, I have to do it that way. And my makeup was one of those. And I was always one that was taught, you know, do your foundation first. So I do my foundation first. Anyway, now we're going to go in with some of the highlighters, which I just do. I'm going to do my High Beam highlighter that I got, the new stuff, just because it's super easy because it's got like a little wand, which I'll show you. Nah, the normal highlighter I use is a stick highlighter. You know what? I'll show you too. I have tons of different highlighters, by the way, because Ipsy loves sending you highlighters, probably because they can get a hold of samples of highlighters super easy. Because that all it is like, unless you pay for like the Ipsy Plus, I think, which gives you full size, all you're getting is sample items. But this is what I use most of the time because it is a stick and it's super easy. Like, I'm one of these people. Oh my god. I forgot to prime my face. I usually use this for, see, I told you, I have to set things out or else I'll forget. Usually you want to prime your face for your makeup after putting, like, before putting your foundation, after putting that serum. Anyway, I use this spray to prime my face because it's easy. I don't have to rub shit in. And it smells like peaches. It is I Heart Revolution's Tasty Peach Mattifying Priming Spray. I'm a failure at everything. Anyways, we're just gonna keep going. Who cares if the face isn't primed? Certainly not me. Anyway, I usually use that, but as you can probably tell, I like doing easy things. So I go straight down the nose, just because it makes your nose look straighter if you do some like highlight straight down the nose. And then I do right under the eyebrows. And then I do a little bit on my upper lip. And a little bit on my lower. Like, not my upper lip, but right above my lip. And then I just go in with my fingers and I just kind of rub it in. Okay, and then that just kind of makes your face shiny. And then I also do it, so where you normally put your blush, you want to go above that. So it's like right above your cheekbones. And only a little bit, and then you can spread it. Like right underneath where you put, it's right underneath where you put the stuff, right underneath your eyeballs. It's just right there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do bronzer and blush. So bronzer was another one that I saw somebody use on their face. And now I do it almost every time. Not a lot. Not every single time, but almost every time. You just take a big brush. Not as big as my other one, just because I do want a little bit more control with this. And yes, that was the top falling off. It got all fucked up. And what I just do is I just take it from the temples and just do a light brushing down to below where you're going to put your blush. And this just gives you, they said it gives you a little bit of a sun-kissed look. It gives you a little bit of a dimension to your face. That's probably a little bit of how contouring works. But yeah, I just, you know, every once in a while I want to look like maybe I'm not just a pasty pale ghost girl. So that's what I do. And then I have this really messed up palette from Ulta that has my blush in it. And I'm going to use the really pinky one because I've been really into like the pinky colors. And I'm just going to put that a little bit right there, a little bit right here. Try to make sure that you get equal amounts on there. And if it's not quite where you want to be, it's okay. You're just going to use your fingers to kind of rub it in right on your cheeks. I use my fingers a lot in my makeup just because I don't know. It feels like I have more control. And there is, I wonder if that makes it, you'd be able to see a little bit easier. But yeah, just a little bit, you know, not too much. You don't want to overdo your makeup, because you don't want your makeup to look like it's wearing you. Like, obviously, if your face can handle more makeup, go for it. And if you could do more makeup, go for it. But, like, I can't, so I'm not. You know what? We have this amazing green eyeshadow. I have obviously I've got, like, a ton of makeup, guys, but I'm going to do a really bold red lip. This is gonna be the red that I'm using, and it's Milani, and it's in the shade I Am Fierce. And I just pucker my lips. Usually I'll do the top, and then I'll just let it spread. And then I can just go in. Fix any mistakes. This one's looking a little less than what I want it to be, so I'm going to just go in again and darken it. You always want to do the finger thing. I learned because apparently if you don't, it can get on, like, your teeth, your makeup stuff. But this is the final look. I'll take a picture too, just in case it doesn't show up right on this camera. But after I've done a full day of running around with my makeup on, the only other thing that I use to get it off is this. It's Neutrogena Makeup Melting 7% Emollient Vitamin Complex, and it's a jelly cleanser. Oh, excuse me. It's a jelly cleanser, and I love this stuff. I used to use the makeup wipes all the time, and it would just irritate my skin just because of, like, the wiping. And then also I heard that, and this might not be true, but this is just what I hear, bacteria gets in really easily because you can't really seal those, and they're just basically like damp towels. But this works amazing. It's just, you just dampen your face, and then you put this on and you rub it in, and it just melts off all the makeup, and then you just rinse it off, or you can use a towel to wipe it off. I usually use a combination of both, and it doesn't hardly ever hurt my skin. So it never hurts my skin the way that the towels do, is what I meant to say. I don't know. But, yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I probably forgot, like, a few things that I do, like the primer. I completely forgot to do that, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright. Bye!